Hello and welcome back to College Football Live. I'm your host, Harris Simon, alongside my co-hosts, Jack Cunningham and Lewis Wappler, and we're just about a month and a half out from the college football season. Last year, we saw for the first time a group of 5 team make the college football playoffs and some eventful upsets that happened in last year's college football season. But going into this year, there's a lot of teams that lost a lot of players due to the NFL draft. So we're going to discuss the 4 best teams going into this year's college football season. Jack, I'm going to start with you. Who are the 4 teams that you're thinking that could be the guys? Like last year, we had Georgia, Alabama, Michigan, and Cincinnati. Who are those 4 this year?
Yeah, to start us off, I believe number 1 team in college football is the Alabama Crimson Tide with Nick Saban, and we will continue this talk later.
I'm going to have to cut you off there, Jack, because we have one of the most breaking news stories in the history of college football. 1.0 prospect Arch Manning decommits from Texas and commits to Virginia Tech per Adam Schefter. Arch Manning is the best quarterback prospect in the history of high school football. We're talking about the son of Cooper Manning, brother of Peyton Manning, who just committed to Texas about a month ago. What are we thinking? Now, Virginia Tech was even on that top 4 list, Jack. Are we saying Virginia Tech? Wow, that's the first time I've seen a big quarterback commit to Virginia Tech in recent history.
Yeah, for sure. That's breaking news and very big in the college football world. Great high school recruit out of Noonan, Arch Manning. He was committed to Texas, but now he's headed to Virginia Tech. He will definitely change Virginia Tech's program and hopefully lead the team to a bunch of wins in the ACC. Their hardest competition might be Clemson, but I don't see a lot of teams in the ACC who could honestly beat Virginia Tech. And so I believe that Virginia Tech could go on a limb this season and shock a lot of people and have a 10 or 8 or 9 win season. And so that's my take on Virginia Tech and Arch Manning.
Now, Lewis, I'm wondering what caused this, right? So Arch Manning just committed to Texas. His final 4 teams were Georgia, Alabama, Texas, and Ole Miss. 3 SEC teams, or 3 SEC teams. But the problem with this was that Quinn Ewers committed to Texas, or decommitted from Ohio State to commit to Texas last year, who was also a 1.0 quarterback prospect. Do you think that Quinn Ewers and Arch Manning went through some sort of scuffle in training camp and that forced him to retire or to transfer?
Well, I think it's going to be one of those things. There's going to be a lot more questions than actual answers, right? I mean, this is Virginia Tech. This isn't, Alabama. This isn't, a big, blue blood school. Virginia Tech is in the ACC, a bottom feeder in the ACC, right? So it's going to, you think that, a prospect such as Archie Manning, he'd want to be, going to somewhere he's going to actually compete for a championship, right? He's going to Virginia Tech. I mean, they lose to Georgia Tech sometimes. Georgia Tech is a terrible football program. As far as the Quinn Ewers things goes, I mean, you never really know. You know what I mean? Quarterbacks move all around all the time because, they don't want the competition. They want to go somewhere a little bit different. They need to change the scenery. These 5-star quarterbacks, number 1 overall recruits, they have a funny way of doing business. They move around all the time. I'm excited to see how this works out, though.
Yeah, Lewis, I mean, this is crazy. This is incredible. I've never seen any 5-star quarterback decommit like this out of nowhere. Now, that's it for College Football Live. I'm your host, Harris Ibin, with my co-host Jack Cunningham and Lewis Wappler. See you tomorrow.